Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3. And you look at the Saints defense, and they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
That throw by Young incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Throwing now is Carr. His throw incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Carr going to throw. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Carr to throw again. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
That is caught. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Etienne is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt? Turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top two teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's second down.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And the Panthers coming out now. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the interception, Young. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's taken on the 25. So here are the Saints to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at about the 32. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. To throw is Carr. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but now it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Take away.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Now Young. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Young to throw it. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Sanders. And now off to the races down the right side. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And Young's throw there incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. The play fake. Now Young. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wagner. It's past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, Young. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 5.
At the Saints' 21-yard line.
Option right, Young. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. To throw, Young. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Sanders fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
After 1, it's 9-0. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the 4th quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 31-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ball game. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Now 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Card out a throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, this defense has to feel good because they've now brought down one of the faster quarterbacks in the game multiple times. That defensive unit, they're letting us all know they get paid too. They're no slouches themselves.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And that is no good. And this will stay a one-score game as the lead will hold at 6.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Now the Panthers and Miles Sanders headed out for another drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season. Right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. That throw by Young incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. Fights him off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, Young. And that's going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal. At the Saints 7-yard line.
Here's Young. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Raekwon Davis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal.
From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that trims the lead to 3. It's 9-6 now.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you put something out there, you're giving yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Now the offense for the Panthers here, getting the football back.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
Well, September sure treated him kindly. Now we flip over to October. Any reason to think that those numbers drop, or can he keep the pace up?
Well, he can keep the pace up, but it's going to get a lot more difficult now. To me, it's a lot like baseball, all right? When guys, when they first hit the league, whether it's a pitcher or a hitter, and they go through the league the first time and they're hot, they're going, wow, what a phenom. Then they get tape on them, they get scouting reports, they start to do different things. Let's see if he's going to adapt and expand his game in order to keep up that type of production.
Well, that's a good call because he's a known entity. Let's see how they defend him going forward.
Young on 3rd and 2. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover, as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. There's Chris Olave. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 20.
Here's Carr to throw. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball in the inning window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 15-yard line.
Final play of the half, Young. And his throw here's incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And those two are tied up as they play the 2nd quarter. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Cedric Wilson, a touchdown reception. One of the top performers in that first half was the running back Travis Etienne. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the 2nd half.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Young. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Corner there defensively.
Looking to throw, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A 35-yard attempt.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they will tie the score now at 9 apiece. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin the second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And Kamara's going to have a Saints first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Saints first down.
Now Thomas will come in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They give it to Williams, running right. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Young. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
First down, Young. That's caught by Mingo, right side. And they get him down the number before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Young now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Again, it's Young. That pass caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Panthers. Jameson Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
To return it, Alvin Kamara. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They are down by a single possession here, 16-9, as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Carr. A throw left sideline falls incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that's incomplete.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They go play action. Young. Able to hook up with Williams here on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He has a 1st down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Young.
Goes out left, it's caught by Williams.
That's good, the completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 14.
To the air once more, Young. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wagner.
And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
First down and goal to go.
It's Young on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Throwing, Young. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Great defense there on third and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
A 25-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will extend their lead even further. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
At their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Carr. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. On second down, here's Carr. And the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the Panthers' 27-yard line.
Kamara up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. To throw is Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
And the Saints first down.
ETN up the middle. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's Carr. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, but usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Young looks to throw on first down. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth-quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. His throw's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Carr. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3, and then I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
Now Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. The middle they go with Sanders. And he will be stopped here for no gain, and then it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we're going to get a timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it. Young's going to take a knee here, and that should just about do it. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this one is over. A victory.
Why would I hold a man for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is teasing with my Panthers. Pretty girl, she think I'm handsome. Just coasting through these matches. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing. Keep it moving, trying to be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explode this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face brain. Now it's like work for 10K or cause it is 10 gamers. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hop straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the car going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, see the car going air, they be like, courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who'd be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think a day is. But hey, what about the so I stepped on stage, they were like, see the crowd going air, they were like, so I stepped on stage, they were like, ooh yeah, see the crowd going air, they were like, ooh yeah,
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh, let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gonna do. If you gonna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe, man, I don't die time. It's all about the vibe, all that I got time. I ain't got the goose, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe, don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units and the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get them figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh, so feel like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. And I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I got the moves, stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. That's a drip. She in my